What up, y'all? It's your boy J-Mo.
My name is David McFadden, a.k.a. DJ Dowdy.
This your boy Vaughn.
This is Carl.
It's your boy Tomo, man, a.k.a. Next Level Tomo, a.k.a. your favorite Cowboys fan, a.k.a. I don't even know why I still root for the Wizards, but I'm a Wizards fan.
This is the #1 Wizards fan, Devin, and you're now watching
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports. Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose with my man Joe. We refuse to lose.
All right, welcome to Refuse to Lose, right? Refuse to Lose Sports. We got a new name now. We're excited about this, a new way of doing the show. We got two good guests with me, man. I mean, we couldn't pick the right people. We had to find people who are versatile, who can talk about NBA and NFL. And up first, we got the duo analyst of the year. We got Javon. What's up, Javon?
Hey, what it do, fellas? Let's get it.
Awesome. All right. And then also, he's a great duo analyst. He's always on both topics. We got my man Devin. What's up, Devin? Oh, you muted. Oh, there you go. You were muted. Sorry.
#1 Wizards fan in the building. Let's do it.
All right, y'all. So look, before we get started, y'all know the drill. Make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, use the comment section. We can see all the comments you guys are putting down. We will be communicating with y'all throughout the show. Also, share this video with somebody that y'all know, like basketball, like football, like debating. Have them come on, watch live with us, all right, so they can enjoy the show. And last but not least, while you're on, you enjoy the show, all right? So we're gonna kick things off, right, with our first topic. So the first thing is this, y'all. We got the Nets. The Nets, they going through a lot right now. KD gave an ultimatum, met up with the owner, and said that you either got to get rid of Sean Marks and Steve Nash, or you got to trade me. All right, so we're going to kick this question off to you, Javon, all right? Now, what should the Nets owner do? Should they follow KD's directions or what? Just tell me what you think. What would you do if you were the owner?
Now, what would I do? I'm trading them. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody running my franchise like that. And the thing is, like, for me with KD, he is KD. He is top 3 in the league. He's that guy. But you look bad in the playoffs. It don't matter about the coach, none of that. You look bad individually. Like, one-on-one, you couldn't beat nobody. So for me, I'll trade them. They have a solid team. Right now, they picked up T.J. Warren. I like that pickup. They picked up Royce O'Neal as well. That's another solid pickup. Now, if you trade KD, you ain't getting nothing but great assets, young talent, draft picks. You're getting a lot for him. It's gonna be hard to get a team to really take him though, just because of his history of leaving. It's not a long list, but it's getting there if he gets traded here. So for me, I'm trading them, even though they might be in a tough situation, because I'm not sure what team would give up everything for that they want for him, So I trade them, but it's going to be tough for them to really trade them. So Deshawn Watson and Steve Nash might be gone.
All right. You Devin?
So me, I actually agree with what Javon said. Honestly, to be honest, if I had the choice, I'd get rid of all of them. Steve Nash, Sean Marks, and KD. But if you got to pick between the two, like he said, if KD was playing like he really is, then it's a no-brainer. You got to keep KD. But the fact that he not, it's like, come on, man. Like, you making all these demands and stuff, but then when we went in the playoffs, he was terrible. Like, I thought highly of KD. I really did. Even though he ain't I don't root for him like that. Everybody probably think or hear me talking about him. But he was like one of them guys. And now I'm just looking at him sideways like, man, like, are you that dude or not? So at this point, I would get rid of him just because I think he going on 34. So he's not getting no younger. The league is getting some nice players in the league now. So, like, I don't know. Like, he just can't. Basically, I feel like he's been going off his cachet and his name for the last couple of years since the Warriors, and it's not been working out for him. You asked for I ain't gonna say he asked. People saying, well, KD wasn't the one that wanted James Harden there, but he had to sign off on that. He had to sign off on Steve Nash, like all this stuff that's going on. KD signed off on it, even if he's not the most vocal person, and he might say, "Well, I didn't say that." You signed off on it. So at the end of the day, you got to trade him. Now, will you trade him to? I don't know. Me personally, I like to see him go to. I wanted to see him go to Portland, or I wanted to see him go to. I didn't want to see him go to Phoenix because I think it would be too easy. But I don't know where he can go where to be. Because he still got to get it off his back far as like he won with the Warriors. He got to win it somewhere else. But it can't be you go play with Chris Paul and Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. That's gonna be the same thing to me. Basically, it's another easy ring. So I wouldn't mind seeing him with the Washington Wizards, but we don't have enough assets. But at the end of the day, I'll trade KD. Even I know saying it sounds crazy, but you gotta trade him. He become not washed, but it's just he getting older and he's just not the same guy. Unless he come up next year and kill, it's like, what you gonna do? So nobody ever last thing, nobody ever compared KD and LeBron no more. They two totally different people, totally different guys.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that too. So look, let's start here. So this is what we do know, because we all confused like until that meeting. We didn't know nothing about him having beef with Steve Nash now, right? But what we do know is that KD asked to pair up he asked to get James Harden. They made it happen. He asked for Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge, Paul Millsap, Patty Mills. I mean, all these guys. He asked for all these dudes. He asked for Steve Nash, like you said, Devin. So we know that. And so I'm trying to figure out why is he making this demand? And the only way I can think of is Sean Marks didn't re-sign Kyrie, and they probably told him this is a 2-in-1 package, like either both of us or none of us. So the fact that they were willing to separate them, that KD like, all right, you gotta get rid of this dude. Because y'all notice he did something unusual. He went straight to the owner and requested a trade. That normally don't happen. You normally go to the GM. You know, so he went straight to the owner. So right there was like, why he go to the owner? I just thought that because he was just a man. You feel me? I'm gonna go to the owner and say it. But apparently he beefing with Sean Marks. And something had to happen when they lost to the Celtics, and now something had to happen between him and Steve Nash. Because he had just praised Steve Nash when they got bounced by the Celtics. So something had to happen between now and then. And so if I was Joe Tsai, right? If I was him, I'm gonna keep KD, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put my pride to the side. I'm gonna keep KD, and I'm gonna get rid of Sean Marks and Steve Nash. First off, Steve Nash will be easy to get rid of because he probably want to get rid of him a long time ago. So now you got a reason to get rid of him. Sean Marks, at the end of the day, Sean Marks is a GM. Just like how we try to criticize LeBron for picking Westbrook, at the end of the day, he's not the GM. The Lakers GM, it's his job to make that correct decision, say no or say yes. At the end of the day, Sean Marks made all these moves. He made a move to get Steve Nash, who never coached a day in his life, whatever, right? So I'm going to get rid of them because if you look at a squad they got right now, they have a good chance of going far in the playoffs and having a good season if you get the best Kyrie with his contract situation. But if you get rid of KD, when the next time the Nets might be in title contention. That's how I look at it. So I'm going to put my pride to the side, and I'm going to just keep KD and get rid of those two.
Yeah, I agree with you saying, but like me and like with Javon, like all of us were saying, the KD now, he wishy-washy. So you don't know next year, he might be like, I don't like this anymore. I feel like leaving. Now you done got rid of, even though I don't think Steve Nash is a good coach, and I feel like you could find another Sean Marks anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think what's going on with KD is, I think he thought something different than Steve Nash. He was used to, go to state, they played team basketball and moved around. You watch the Nets play, it's straight isolation basketball. I don't think he liked that. I don't think he liked it at all. Because, look, he had him bringing the ball up. He didn't have to do that really in Golden State, really. That was Draymond Green. And then you saw he was getting ripped, and it's just he's not comfortable doing that. So, and I feel like, and then everybody watched Steve Nash don't make too many adjustments. And I think he realized, like, man, it ain't green on the other side. Steve Kerr made adjustments. It was team basketball over there. It's just, and then you got people speaking out like Goran Dragic, like that's what's happening. It's just one-on-one, everybody for themselves. And KD don't want to play like that. I mean, he that type of player, but he don't want to play like that. So I think he tired of Steve Nash. Like he said, the direction he going in. I don't think he think he a good coach.
Yeah, I agree. And you got to look at what's going on with the whole team in general. Like they see what's going on too. Like they still got to build chemistry. Who's the leader there? You know, like they got the talent to be a championship team, but you know what I'm saying? Are they going to be able to get through all the adversity to really be one? You know, now moving Steve Nash, you can get a leader there and a coach that can help facilitate that. But you also need a leader on the court as well. I don't know who's going to be that with Ben Simmons, Kyrie, and KD out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, and also when KD requested a trade, Patty Mills re-signed. He signed back with them after KD announced his trade. So right there was like, why would he do that? You know what I mean? All right, so I think that the chemistry would be good. I think the whole team is aboard with getting rid of Nash. Let's start. I think they are. Like I just think they are. So, and these guys at the end of the day, they came over for KD. At the end of the day, that's why they came to the Nets. All these free agents, as far as chemistry, all that stuff. And so I look at their squad. They got Ben Simmons, Kyrie, KD. They went and got Royce O'Neal. I like T.J. Warren. You know, you got Joe Harris coming back. You still got Steph Curry. You still got Patty Mills. So you got a nice team. You got Andre Drummond and Andre Drummond's not there no more. But you got Nick Claxton, right? And then I'm pretty sure they can probably pick up another big. And then Cam Thomas coming up. So they got a nice team, man. They just need, because at the end of the day, y'all, before KD got hurt, they were the number 2 seed. So let's not act like they are a true 7 seed. He got hurt and they got all the way down to the play-in Kyrie situation. So now they can finally come into the season and run it back, like literally for real this time, with no distractions, no interruptions, all that stuff. So I think if I was, I'll move on. All right. So look, we're gonna move on to the next topic. The next topic is this, y'all. We got Lamar Jackson and crew. We're gonna talk about Lamar Jackson. We got Carl coming up next, so y'all just stay tuned for the next topic.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri.
This is Ed Hahn.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, keep on running toes. They gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out. I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out. I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
All right, so Lamar Jackson, ESPN came out with another poll about the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL by executives and GMs, and Lamar didn't make the top 10. He did not make the top 10. All right, so we're gonna kick this off with Carl, man. Lamar is your guy. Talk to me. Is Lamar a top 10 quarterback?
Of course. This is blasphemous not to have Lamar. All right. So look, y'all know I don't do research, but I did some this time. Let's look at Josh Allen before Stephon Diggs, okay? I'm going to read this. Rookie year. 2,074 yards, 10 touchdowns, 12 picks, completion percentage of 52.8. Okay, y'all with me?
Mm-hmm.
Second year, completion percentage 58.8, 3,089 yards, 20 touchdowns, 9 picks. Now, 2 years with Stephon Diggs, right? Completion percentage way up, 69.2%. Touchdowns, 37, 10 picks, 4,544 yards. Okay, good numbers. 63.3. Last year was 63.3%, 4,407 yards, 36 touchdowns, 15 picks, right? Mm-hmm. So Josh Allen is supposed to be way better than Lamar. He has way better weapons. Lamar's best year, Josh Allen's best year compared to Lamar's best year, Lamar wins it. Lamar had 36 touchdowns, 6 picks. He had 3,000. No, I'm sorry. He had 3,127 yards. Mind you, name a receiver that we had that year.
Y'all got a rushing game.
Who?
Mark Andrews.
And y'all got a rushing game, though. Don't forget that rushing game helps.
Now that's cool, right? The Bills have a running game too. They just neglect to use it because they want Josh Allen to throw the ball 40 times. When Devin Singletary gets the ball, he does do something. They just don't hand him the ball. We can agree to disagree, okay? But so my man Lamar, Josh Allen is touted as this completely way better quarterback than Lamar. Now, granted, Josh Allen has a way better arm. His arm strength, he has a rocket of an arm. But what I'm trying to get a point across to y'all is this. The rocket of an arm got Josh Allen drafted top 10. At Wyoming, his senior year, he only had like 1,000-something yards. He still got drafted top 10 because of his arm. His completion, his accuracy was terrible. And like I said, in that weak conference, the Mountain West, at the time, he only had 1,000-something yards. That's terrible. Okay. Deshawn Watson. Deshawn Watson has been out a whole year. Deshaun Watson came in Baltimore. His best team with the Texans at 6-3. Came to Baltimore against the Ravens at 7-2. Lost 41-7. Lamar Jackson had 224 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks.
Okay.
But Lamar Jackson's outside the top 10. Let's look at what Deshaun Watson did that game. Deshaun Watson, 18-29, 169 yards, 1 pick, no touchdowns. 41-7. And I believe that 7 came late in the game after the game was already over. Justin Herbert, again, all those weapons in the Chargers can't make the playoffs. But he's above Lamar Jackson. Crazy to me. I don't understand how you can put these quarterbacks over Lamar, but Lamar has an MVP. Lamar can run the ball. He can throw the ball. Granted, some people say, we got to learn how to throw the ball in the pocket. He can throw the ball. Don't make that face, Devin. He showed you he could beat you throwing the ball.
Yeah, come on, man.
Let's listen. Name me another quarterback who had 5 touchdowns, 0 picks, 3 times in one season. Lamar did it.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Lamar did it, but y'all can't name me another quarterback that did it.
That don't mean nothing.
What do you mean it don't mean nothing? If it's so, like, if my man can't throw the ball, the stuff that he's doing, other quarterbacks should be able to do it, right?
We didn't say he couldn't throw the ball at all. But let's not sit here and fake like out of everybody on that list. Honestly, everybody on that list probably threw the ball better than Lamar. Now, I only actually had a problem with one person on the list, to be honest. If you want to be real.
Devin, stop talking, Devin. Let Carl, you finish your take.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
No, I want to hear the one person because I'm not done. I got one more person that I'm putting Lamar over.
No, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Because I don't see how you started with Josh Allen either. Like, that's crazy.
I'm putting Lamar over Dak Prescott.
Okay. Thank you.
I wasn't done, Devin. I still was going.
All right, go ahead, Devin.
No, I mean, honestly, because, I'm not about to be the human calculator like Carl was and give you all these numbers and stuff. To me, I only actually had a problem with one person on the list, and that was Dak Prescott. And it's clear. I felt that was clear disrespect to Lamar Jackson, like super clear disrespect. Dak Prescott ain't did nothing since what's that? 2018 to 2017. Basically, he just. That's the only person I felt was very disrespectful. I feel like Dak Prescott get a lot of his yards and yard. They down 20, 25 points in the game, and he just throwing coming from behind. So, as far as that, but everybody else on the list, I can't argue with it as far as with Lamar Jackson, because you say it's some people that say he can't throw or this or that, or he got to do better, but that be their downfall and why they be losing games.
No, it's not.
Yes, it do sometimes. He be making bad decisions. He's not a great pocket passer. The reason he is what he is because he got feet. Don't sit here and act like he just great. Lamar got the MVP. This. It's because he's running the football. So let's not sit here and act like he just out here just throwing dimes everywhere. Like you talking about, he got 5 touchdowns, and that was against the Dolphins.
In 3 games, that's but what's the other 2?
Like, come on.
3
I
games.
remember that game. Game 1.
It's a rounds.
But I'm not saying that it's not like his legs aren't a factor. Obviously, his legs are a factor.
That is the factor.
To y'all is y'all can't hold him. Y'all can't use it against him though. Y'all can't say,
I'm not holding it against him.
Of course, he has his legs. Of course, he's gonna use them. But it's most of the time last year, this past season, I was mad he didn't use them. I'm like, Lamar, run. What are you doing? Run. You got a lane. Nothing there. Take off. And he's sitting in the pocket.
What did he do? He was trying to throw the football more. He was trying to throw the football more to prove a point, and it wasn't working out that great for him. Honestly, your boy Mark Andrews saved him from a lot of stuff too. All you gotta do is just throw towards Mark Andrews.
Talk about that.
You said what?
He lost the game against Pittsburgh too, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, but he won a lot of games for y'all too. I'm not sitting here saying Lamar Jackson is a bum, but I do think number 10 is the right spotting for him. That's just me.
How is Herbert better than Lamar?
I'm just going to say. I mean, if you asking me who I would rather have is just a strict quarterback, I would rather have Justin Herbert than Lamar Jackson.
No, so what you're saying is strictly as a passer, you would have Herbert as Lamar. Cool, I get that.
I really would, because at the end of the day, I haven't seen nobody win a Super Bowl or anything with their legs yet. I really haven't. You might get somebody there. The closest I've seen somebody get there was, I think it was McNabb, and he lost.
McNabb not a runner though.
I'm saying that was the closest thing.
He
wasn't a runner. He wasn't a super runner. He like McNabb.
If you're gonna use McNabb, you're gonna have to use Russ.
Yeah, you're right. Well, then I can't use either one of them. I wanted to use Vic, but he didn't get there.
Quarterback.
Yeah, run first quarterback.
That's what I said. I thought you was gonna say Vic in the NFC Championship. He lost McNabb.
Vic, RG3.
So I mean, that helped my argument more. Ain't nobody did.
No.
All right, let me jump in. So look, all right. So now
one more point.
Let me put a list back up, y'all. All right. So this list is straight blasphemous to me. All right.
Thank you.
So I know me and Carl be having our battles with Lamar, but there's people in here that.
I didn't see Matthew Stafford either. Oh yeah, I didn't see Stafford.
But look, they said this is for right now, right now. So you talking right now? He's above at least half these dudes. Like I got Lamar at either 5 or 6.
Thank you.
I'm not mad at you if you put Joe Burrow above him, but everybody else, I'm not putting above. So let me show y'all. So no, I got about 6. I'm gonna put Matthew Stafford in front of him too. But Dak Prescott, no, Dak Prescott is not above him. All right, Dak Prescott, since Lamar been in the league, he only won 1 playoff game, and he missed the playoffs. Lamar hasn't missed a playoff. Only time Lamar missed a playoff was last year when he got hurt. So we're not even going to talk about that, because the only knock they got on Lamar Jackson is his playoff success, because he had the regular season success every single year. It's the playoffs they're worrying about. So if none of these guys are out dueling him in the playoffs, why are they in front of him? So that, because none of these guys are MVP but Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. Nobody won the MVP. So unless you got playoff success, you should not be above Lamar Jackson. So Dak Prescott, get him out of there. Deshaun Watson hasn't played in the whole year, and the last time he played, they won 4 games, right? 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
Right. So I knew he threw 5,000 yards. He has a talent, I think, but we talking about ranking. That's what we're talking about, right? So let's get him out of there. Russell Wilson. Since Lamar's been in the league, Russell Wilson only won 1 playoff game against the injured Eagles versus Carson Wentz when he got hurt in the playoff game because Clowney injured him. Outside of that, Russ hasn't done anything. Russ hasn't even got an MVP vote, huh?
Lamar won that head-to-head too.
Yeah, and Russ never had an MVP vote ever in his career. Lamar won MVP his second year. Get Russ out of there. Justin Herbert never even scratched the playoffs. Why is he up here?
Lamar won that head-to-head too. Blowout.
Why is Justin Herbert is getting praised so much for a guy who never made the playoffs? We're not talking about potential. We're not talking about none of that crap. We're talking about right now. Justin Herbert shouldn't be right here because he never made the playoffs, and he lost with an opportunity to make the playoffs. So I know everybody is excited about that last drive he had, but we forget they were down by 2 touchdowns going into the 4th quarter, and there's a reason for that. So get Justin Herbert out of there. And so I got Aaron Rodgers Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Tom Brady, and I'll put Matt Stafford in front of him only because he's won a Super Bowl. And if you want to put Joe Burrow above him, I'm cool with that. But other than that, Herbert, Russell Wilson, Deshaun, that you cannot rank them above him right now. Go ahead, Javon.
See, I think y'all are basing y'all stuff on making the playoffs,
Exactly.
the MVP.
Come on,
Just
man.
like what Devin said, he's been winning. He can win games. We know that. He can put up numbers. He's a runner though. I'm not trying to say he can't pass, but most of that came from his running. Now I feel like y'all being real disrespectful to Russell Wilson. How they gonna disrespect this man like that and gonna put Lamar ahead of him? Saying the last couple of years, his team hasn't been that good. But it's like guys been getting injured. What you mean? Guys been getting
Lamar had half a team and went 8-3.
Yeah,
but look at you talking about
the
Deshaun
defense.
Watson.
The defense was banged up.
He
had half a defense.
And his running backs got hurt too.
This is what I'm saying. His running back got hurt. He's a running quarterback. Okay, he can make up for that. This is what I'm saying. Y'all can't say they saying right now who's better. Like playing quarterback is a thing. It's not just about making the playoffs and things like that. Mm-hmm. It's about if you had this guy in this situation, is he gonna make a play for you? Do you think Lamar could have made that play Matt Stafford made in the Super Bowl to win the game?
I don't think half the players on that list making a no-look pass to Cooper Kupp.
I think Justin Herbert can do that.
I
think Pat Mahomes.
I don't think Justin Herbert's doing that. If you're talking about, hold on, not to cut you off, Javon.
I think Deshaun Watson.
Justin Herbert had the opportunity to show that. He folded.
He didn't fold. His coach folded.
He folded. OT, he had the ball and folded.
Carl, you know how many games his coach lost him?
That's cool. You said situation football. You put him in that situation. Can he make that play? He was in that situation. OT did not make the play. They didn't win. They went to OT against the Raiders last week of the season. They didn't win. The Raiders won.
I know that.
So,
what do you like? You saying that's not the same play that happened in the Super Bowl?
But what I'm saying to you is,
saying it's not y'all basing y'all list off him making the playoffs. That's all y'all was saying. He made the playoffs. These guys ain't make the playoffs. He won head-to-head battles. Why hasn't the Ravens made it to the next level?
YouTube Ravens versus Titans drop counter. YouTube it. It's 9 drops.
But
9 drops.
So maybe it's just spin on the ball. Like, come on, man. It's mechanics and all that. It's deep.
All right. Javon, can I jump in real quick? See, I think you're basing your list off of who's the best thrower of the football. That's not the question. The question is who's the best quarterback. And part of being a quarterback is making a play, basically. So Michael Vick is not a great thrower. Like I'm trying to think of
No. Vick can throw the ball.
He can throw the ball better than Lamar Jackson. I got you. But there are people like Kurt Warner could throw the ball better than Michael Vick. But I'm going to say Michael Vick is better than Kurt Warner. I won't say that.
No, he's not.
No. When Kurt Warner, I'm not saying
pick somebody else.
I'm not saying career-wise.
Like Carson Palmer. Carson Palmer would be a good person.
I'm not saying career-wise because Kurt Warner had his days in the Giants and all that stuff. When Michael Vick was with the Eagles, I'm trying to think. I can't think of nobody right now, but we're not talking about thrower of the football. Because putting Justin Herbert, Javon, honestly, above Lamar Jackson right now.
I'm not putting him above Lamar Jackson. All right,
who you got?
I think he should be top 10. I'm just saying, I just jumped in saying y'all disrespectful to Russell Wilson.
What has Russ done though, Javon? Besides that Super Bowl, with Legion of Boom, what has he done?
He lost, by the way.
See, they're asking who's the best quarterback.
Yes.
Asking who is the better thrower, who is the better.
No, quarterback is all in one, Javon. That's where you missing it.
Let me finish. I didn't touch it. Let me finish.
My bad.
The thing is, Lamar Jackson is he's in a great system. The system fits around him. He's playing with the Ravens. It's all run. It fits around him. He has a coach that he's in a great organization. Guys like Justin Herbert. I mean, come on now. His coach was so bad last year. Like he lost him so many games. Who else? Deshaun Watson. I'm not putting Deshaun Watson ahead of him, but I think only people that can go ahead of Lamar Jackson A-Rod, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Tom Brady, and Russell Wilson. I don't think nobody else should be ahead of him, though.
I'm glad you said that.
I don't think Stafford should be ahead of him. I don't.
If you finish, I'm glad you said that because we saw with Joe Burrow didn't have. Well, he had T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd, with both of them are 1,000-yard receivers, but he didn't have Jamar Chase, and he struggled tremendously. If you put Lamar with that Bengals team, and thank you, J-Mo, because I was gonna say that too. But if you put Lamar with that Bengals team, I'm pretty sure they go to the Super Bowl too with Jamar Chase.
No, you can't say that.
How can I not?
Who gonna get Jamar Chase the ball? Them deep balls.
Lamar was getting freaking Hollywood and Seth Roberts and Michael Crabtree the ball.
But what I'm saying is, you can't just be like, we just switch him over. He do not throw the football like that. You can't do that.
Are you serious? Bro,
He don't throw the football like Joe Burrow.
Touchdowns. Hollywood dropped 3 of them things.
I'm not. Everybody got receivers that drop passes.
When it's been Tom Brady hasn't had great wide receivers. That's one of the greatest things they say about him. He hasn't had a lot of great wide receivers, but he had a great tight end, right? Your boy got a great tight end. So do what he gotta do. Like ain't no people dropping passes. People drop passes on everybody.
Mark Andrews drop balls too, though.
People dropping passes for Big Ben against the Chiefs. Did you watch that game? They were dropping endless passes in that game. But at the end of the day, they ain't get the job done.
But Lamar is so. What is Lamar's not doing that Russell Wilson is doing? That's what I don't get.
Me too.
Like tell me that.
Me personally, I think if you swap roles, I don't think Lamar would be that good. I think he's benefiting very well with the system. I saw somebody put that the system is Lamar, but like the Ravens been a running team. That's what they are. Like that's what y'all are. So,
but we've never been a team with a quarterback run. Even Flacco had mobility, but we were still throwing the ball. Like we never come out in pistol. We've never come out mostly shotgun.
Y'all never had a quarterback like that.
But Javon, I'm not going to do that, Javon. If you put Russell Wilson in Lamar Jackson situation, what he has to do what Lamar's doing, is he going to have the same success Lamar's having? So we can't just take Lamar and put him in a pure quarterback. Hold on, we can't just take Lamar and keep trying to put him in these pure quarterback positions and say he won't be the same. Okay, how about you take these guys, Justin Herbert, put them on the Ravens last year, would they be 8-3? No. They would not be 8-3.
They probably
I just said that Russell Wilson team was bad as an excuse.
If you put Lamar on the Rams, are they winning the Super Bowl? If you put Lamar on the Bengals, are they going to the Super Bowl?
I believe so.
They're not, because he has to be able to make the throws as well. You can contain a quarterback that can run and force him to throw. But if you I like Lamar. I told you the guys that's ahead of him. Now y'all gonna make me put him down some more for how y'all talking. Now because
thank you, Kevin.
Y'all just going off of him winning, being able to win a game.
No, I'm not.
But that's the key.
I brought up head to head, and I brought up him having 4 touchdowns.
Y'all can't do that because that's like with Jalen Hurts. He can win football games, but don't nobody think he a good quarterback.
What football games is Jalen Hurts winning?
I'm just saying. I'm saying he considered like a winner, even in college itself. I'm more so in college, but they consider him like Tebow. Tebow can win games, but you don't want him. No, I'm not saying Lamar is that. It's because y'all basically saying, well, he just gets the job done no matter how he does it. But now you saying who the best quarterback? You can't do that.
I think what the disconnect is, y'all are saying that he's not a pure quarterback, which in 2022, there are more dual quarterbacks than pocket passers.
But they could throw the football better than him too.
Not Kyler. Kyler's a dual threat. Lamar throw the ball better than Kyler. You see Kyler dropped off. He lost D-Hop.
Yeah, man. So everybody's look, I understand. They never been a running back. See, when people I realize we gotta start running with, like, not saying y'all do it, but it's always a narrative and people run with it. But at the end of the day, none of these guys y'all putting above Lamar has not done more than Lamar. That's why I'm like, we're not talking about who's more skilled. That's not the question. The question is who is ranked higher. Just like you go to basketball, Kyrie Irving could do a lot more than a lot of these point guards, but he's gonna be ranked. He hasn't really done anything with it. You know what I mean? So
this need to be an achievement award.
You said what?
I said this need to be an achievement award. Lamar has achieved more than a lot of quarterbacks.
The reason why we put Giannis above KD is because he's like he won a championship by himself. He got 2 MVPs and a defensive player of the year. Like he's decorated more and he's winning. So
just think about. Oh, my bad. Not to
Go
cut you
ahead,
off.
go ahead,
But
go
think
ahead.
about y'all don't put Steph in y'all top 10 because y'all say he ain't done enough.
All time.
Not that. I ain't saying because of that. It's just a lot of other players that's good.
But y'all go resume. But to defend it, y'all go resumes, right?
Joe said that they're talking about right now, bro. This is
Yeah,
not
right
about,
now.
Yeah. At this very moment, who are you taking? That's what they're saying.
Yes.
So-
Why would you put Watson above right now? We haven't even seen Watson.
Joe,
But he haven't played.
Nobody put. I don't know about. I didn't.
No, they didn't.
I put
Oh,
him number
okay.
6,
But
Joe.
just
I put him
Justin
number
Herbert,
7.
bro, what has
He's not top
him
5
doing?
though. He's not top 5. Joe
What has
Burrow's not
Justin-
top 5 neither.
But look, Kirk Cousins, you can say Kirk Cousins is a better thrower than Lamar Jackson, but we're not gonna put Kirk in front of Lamar. So
You know why?
everybody,
You can't do that.
Why
You
can't
can't go. You can't go get somebody that's just not a great quarterback either. Yeah, you can't do that.
He's subpar.
All right, we got to move on to the next topic. We spent a lot of time with this one. Appreciate you, Carl, for coming on.
Get on that spraying.
We're gonna be done on y'all Ravens this year.
Yeah, whatever. You be
All right,
crying in
Carl, appreciate
Pittsburgh.
you. All right, y'all, let's go to the next topic. All right, so the next topic we gonna have the Bills. We're gonna talk about the Bills next, so y'all just stay tuned to the next topic.
What's up, y'all? This is Dennis Garland Jr.
It's your boy Michael Redwood, aka Big Mike.
This is DeVore. My name is Teddy Mercado, and you're watching
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports. Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports. Let's go.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win, apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
Joe.
You can't hear me. Sorry. So yeah, the Buffalo Bills, they actually were favored to win the whole thing early in the season. As far as a lot of betting sites. So we're gonna talk about should they still be the favorite to win everything. All right. So I'm gonna go first on this one. Let me see, I call him here. I'm gonna go first on this one, and I'm gonna say no. All right. First of all, the Rams should be the favorite to win it all. They just won a Super Bowl, and not only that, they got better, in my opinion. Right? They got better. They did lose OBJ, but they did replace him with I think Robinson. Allen Robinson. They replaced him with him. Right? They also picked up Wagner from Seattle, so they got better. And then they get what's the name back? They got hurt last year to receive. I forgot his name. They got hurt last year, right? Oh no, he actually walked. I don't think he's with them no more. But they haven't missed it. I don't think they lost anything. He said who?
Probably. Yeah, he went to the Titans.
Yeah, he left. Yeah. So they got Allen Robinson and they picked up Wagner. I think getting Wagner is huge, is because that's another veteran that won before that's hungry. So I think the Rams. He said, I think the Rams should be the favorite to win it all. Go ahead, Javon.
I'm gonna have to say I think that they should be the favorites. You know, I like the additions I've seen them. They got their defensive line a lot better. You know, they already had the I think the number one passing defense last year. Even though you know that Patriots game had a big deal with it. But you know, from the eye test as well, they was very legit on the defensive end. But you know, you add Von Miller. I believe they picked up a D tackle from the Bucks as well. I think. I like the addition of James and Crowder for the offense. You know, it's gonna help your boy Josh Allen out. You know, a lot of people say he drops off. Well, not well. You know, a lot of people say it's because of Diggs that he's that guy. So adding Jamison Crowder, he should be that guy. Because the other guy Davis, he had he stepped up last year, and he showed that he can be a formidable wide receiver and do his thing. So I like him. They was one play away from getting to the AFC Championship to play the Bengals, and I think they could have beat the Bengals, and I think they could have beat the Rams. So I like it. I think they should be the favorites.
All right. So I will say this: how you start a Bills topic off without the number one Bills fan starting it off? But yeah, I actually agree with Joe only because I'm a big believer in if you just prove to me that you won it, then you need to be the favorite until somebody knock you off. That's how I really feel about that. But if I had to pick another team, I do think the Bills are going to be the team coming out the AFC. For some reason, Javon said to pick up Von Miller, the D tackle, Jamison Crowder, Tre'Davious White coming back healthy. Last year, he was hurt. Like, who knows if that play with Tyreek Evans even happened? Because sometimes they or with Kelsey, sometimes Tre'Davious a big cornerback, so sometimes they move him, put him on the tight ends. So he coming back healthy. They added some running game. I know y'all heard Carl on here hyping up Devin Singletary. Don't nobody know that man. You know why? Because he ain't that good. So we added some running game, a rookie running back, pretty good out of time. So that should help them out. The team that I think is going to play the Bills in the AFC Championship, though, and maybe give them the hardest trouble. I know they ain't did nothing yet, but the Denver Broncos. People keep playing like Russell Wilson ain't tight. He is definitely one of them guys, and he went to a team with a whole lot of weapons. You talking about defense, offense, and I don't know what y'all be watching, but Russell Wilson's skill set is like that. And he is a cool, calm, and collected quarterback. You don't have many players like that. That's why I ain't even gonna go back to that old Lamar Jackson topic, but I only see him and Russell on the same level, just as a pure quarterback far as the mental game. So that's the team who I really think is gonna give him the most trouble. I think the Chiefs gonna have a drop off because losing Tyreek Hill is a lot. I know a lot of people saying they picked up Juju. We still got Kelsey, but a lot of teams game plan for Tyreek Hill as far as that speed. You can't really look. I mean, look what the Bills did the last couple plays. Who does that? I don't know what they was in prevent. So I do think so. I do got the Buffalo Bills coming out the AFC this year. Only team I see giving trouble in the playoffs is the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, I can see Russ balling. I can see Russ balling in the playoffs.
He gonna ball out.
See, Jerron, the reason I ain't want to put Russ is like Deshawn. You kind of got to update your resume. He hasn't really done nothing in a long time, so I'm like, we can't put him in front of Lamar. That's why. But I do think this year he's gonna have a good year. I think they'll go in as a wild card, and I think they will make a deep playoff run. But yeah, the Rams though.
The Rams lost a lot. That's not a lot, but he did pick up, Robinson, the receiver, but they lost Von Miller. He was a big piece to winning that Super Bowl. So
and he pushing for OBJ to come to the Bills too.
Yeah, OBJ going to the Rams. That's what I think. I think he wants to win from there. But Javon, last year, Josh Allen was a favorite to win MVP, and I think they were the favorites to come out the AFC last year. And so it's like this year, like Josh Allen is a Luka of football to me. Like he's a Luka of football. Like he's a fan favorite. They love him, and that's why Devin like him. All right, so I think it's like a repeat of last year. And they got better last year too, coming into the season. But you're right, Javon. They did get a lot better. They got two tight ends, legit tight ends now. They added a legit slot receiver. Former Washington Crowder. He played good with the Jets last year. So imagine with Josh Allen, and Emmanuel Sanders, he did not play good last year. Like he disappointed me. So I think Crowder will actually play better than that. So and they got Von Miller, but they made some moves. You feel me? I feel you. I feel you, Javon.
I will ask this, Joe. I will ask you this. So who do you think coming out the AFC then?
I haven't made that prediction yet. Can I tell y'all who my MVP is? It's in the AFC.
I pretty much know who your MVP gonna be.
Derek Carr.
The quarterback, right?
Derek Carr.
No.
Derek Carr.
I didn't pick him.
The Raiders winning the AFC West.
John Waller be hurt too much. Waller be hurt too much for him to get MVP.
We'll see.
Derek Carr.
Yeah. That's another topic.
He's not even gonna finish top 5.
Okay. All right. Well, that's another subject. We're gonna have another talk about that. But in the meantime, let's go to the next topic. But we're gonna do another. I think it's the last break or one more break after this. And yeah. So Washington up next, y'all. We gotta talk about Wentz. All right. So stay tuned for the next topic.
Hey, you already know what it is, man. It's Lamar, aka L to the second letter to the crooked letter.
My name is Joseph. My name is Jamal. If you're watching, Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports. Refuse to lose sports.
Mine can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Used to lose, built to win, applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
All right, y'all. Gotta talk about these dudes. Went to the Washington football team. The Washington Commanders got traded there with some draft picks. And there's a lot of talk about his psyche if he can lead them to the playoffs with his third team in 3 years. So we're gonna start this off with you, Javon. Will Carson Wentz lead the Commanders to the playoffs?
I get sad every time I talk about one of these NFC East teams. That division, man. Anything can happen in that division. I tell you that. Anything can happen in that division. But I don't know, man. I really don't, to be honest. A lot of people like to bring up the fact that last year, he had, I think, 27 touchdowns and like single-digit interceptions. But they don't never say nothing about he was playing with Jonathan Taylor back there. Like when he back in that backfield, you have to account for a lot. Like he had 1,800 yards rushing last year, and I believe he had like 700 receiving yards or 600, something like that. So he's a dog, and I don't know if y'all have those type of weapons really to open up the field for Wentz, for him to do his thing. Wentz, he's shown in the past that he is a talented guy, that he can like throw the ball well, and he also shown that he's trash at times. So, and to be honest, I know y'all changed your logo, your name, and all that, but y'all have a bad history. I don't know, man. I know y'all excited. This the best quarterback y'all had. Wow. So only sky's the limit. Y'all got a couple weapons, but I know I'm not sure if y'all have enough. So I'm gonna say no.
All right.
So for me, I'm gonna start off by this. This question was like a fan favorite that Joe did. He picked it out of a box. He asked some fans to send something in and just pick this out. There's no way we should be talking about the Commanders and if they're gonna make the playoffs. What the coach said, playoffs? But honestly, the division's so sorry. Like Javon said, they very well might can. Like I don't think Carson Wentz is a terrible quarterback. I think he's subpar. Like Kirk Cousins at this point. I think talent-wise, he's better than Kirk Cousins. But at the end of the day, you still got to put it together. You got to show it. So would I be surprised if they make the playoffs? No, but I don't think they're going to make it. I think one team coming out that division, obviously one team got to come. I think right now it's going to be the Philadelphia Eagles, just off of talent-wise. Because at this point, this division is straight off of what talented players going to play the best. There's no team in that division that make me be like, oh yeah, they just a playoff team. Because whoever make it losing in the first round, I tell you that. So I will say I like the I don't even know who y'all picked up, to be honest.
What?
Y'all didn't get the middle linebacker yet? Oh, y'all didn't pick him up. Y'all should have picked up Wagner. That was the piece that I think y'all messed up on, picking up Wagner. I think for y'all to get into the playoffs, the defense got to be way better. They got to help Carson Wentz out. Now he do got some weapons, but everybody keeps showing these videos of him throwing passes in the training camp, but nobody on nobody. I'm like, what is this? Let's just wait till the season start. Yeah. Because if you think about last year, he had his moments, but then to not get in the playoffs because you can't beat Jacksonville. And I'm not saying it's all on him because if you watch the game, everybody played terrible. But you the guy. You the guy that everybody talking about. Well, he was MVP candidate in 2017. That ain't coming back though. So can he lead him to the playoffs? Yeah. Do I think it's gonna happen? Nah.
All right.
Definitely should have got Herbert.
Yeah, I'm with that. So look, yes, he will. All right, he will. So look, man, it's this big. Once again, people take the narrative and run with it. They keep saying he's psychologically weak. When last year was he psychologically weak? When did he fold? Like people always go to that Jacksonville game. You know, I got some footage for y'all for that Jacksonville game because you said it right. You said it right, Devin. That was a team collapse, and you go to the coach. People keep talking about how they got rid of Wentz in 1 year, but this coach is about to coach his fourth quarterback in 4 years. But nobody's talking about that. But that's another topic. But look, though, he turned the ball 3 times that game. One time, I'll give it to y'all. He threw it right to the defender. But, I mean, people make mistakes. That's not mentally breaking down. He has a fumbling problem. But look at this fumble right here, y'all. Tell me this wasn't a good play. Tell me this wasn't a good play. That was a good play. That had nothing to do with him being psychologically weak. That was just a good play by Jacksonville. So I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, he's psychologically weak in this play. And this is in the first half. Look at this interception. Is this Wentz's fault right here? It is Wentz's fault right here. Is that Wentz's fault? No. Right through the receiver hands. Interception. But guess what? Wentz is mentally weak. That's what everybody's going to tell y'all. Wentz is mentally weak. Right through the receiver hands. I might show y'all 3 plays when they could have extended the drive, but it was not Wentz's fault. It was 3rd and 12. Look at this. 3rd and 12. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Good pass. Drop. Is that Wentz's fault? No, it's not Wentz's fault. 4th and 12. This is the second half right here. 4th and 12. Oh, it's the same play. No, it ain't. Look at that. Drop. Drop. Look at the referee. Come out of nowhere. That's a drop, cuz. That's a drop. Drop. And he drove them all the way down the field. They ran the ball on 4th and 1. Was that Wentz's fault right there also? Wentz actually played good that game. The only thing I would give y'all is he did fumble in the first half. That was a good play. And he did throw a bad interception. But he had plenty of opportunities to get them back in that game. But his teammates didn't lift him up. He gets let go, and now he gets his bad stigma on him, saying he's a bad quarterback. Think about this, y'all. Last year we had Taylor Heinicke, a backup quarterback. I like Taylor Heinicke, right? And we won 7 games with Taylor Heinicke, and we were in a lot of games. We beat Tampa Bay. We beat your boy Russell Wilson, Jerron, the Seahawks. We beat a playoff team, Raiders. You know, we played pretty good last year. Look at the numbers compared to him and Wentz from last year. In the red zone, Wentz is a 98 QB rating, while Heinicke is 92, which they both were good. But look at 3rd down, y'all. We had a hard time extending plays last year on 3rd down. We were going 3 and out too many times last year. Taylor Heinicke is a 68 QB rating on 3rd down, and look at Wentz last year. So all I'm saying is, you take the team we had last year, you add back Chase Young, and you add Dawson on the other side, and you just add Wentz other than Heinicke, we can't get 2 to 3 more games from last year. That's how I look at it. So that's why I believe that Wentz could lead us to the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I agree with some of the stats and stuff you pulled up, but like I always say, you can't base off a person's talent. Like Taylor Heinicke ain't as talented as Carson Wentz. but he might got more heart, and that helps a lot in the ball game. Just because you more talented don't mean you going. And then you gotta remember what y'all did. Y'all depleted y'all whole defensive line as far as the secondaries. I mean the reserves. You got rid of what's his name? Ionitis. Tim Settle left, and there was another person that left, right?
We let go Atlanta Collins.
Yeah, y'all just let a lot of people. Like, what if Chase Young and what's the other guy name? The one y'all paid, not Deron Payne, but the other guy,
Jonathan Allen. Sweat.
No, Montez Sweat. What if them two? I mean, they got hurt last year. What if it happened again? Ionitis and Tim Settle was big pieces for y'all filling in. So now you got groom a rookie, or I don't know who you got to fill in. So we gonna see.
Yeah, I don't know, man. that
little 14-second video do it for me.
It's all about, those. Like, I watched that game. I remember watching that game, and those were some moments. But there's also moments where Jonathan Taylor, because he had 15 rushes, 77 yards. That's 5 yards to carry. So he wasn't even able to do his thing because they got behind so much. So it was times where he would run the ball and third down come, they'll opt the pass and they won't convert. So I do think he got the talent, like Devin said, but it's all about if you're gonna be a dog out there and you're gonna, because he got a spotlight on him more now. He's a commando, so expectations is crazy now because the fans fight. I don't know, man. I'm not saying it's out of his realm, but we're gonna see.
Yes, sir. Okay, we got the good thing about sports. We gotta play out the season. And yeah, I picked this topic, y'all. It wasn't no fans. I did pick the topic. I admit that. I'm like, we gotta throw a team. We gotta throw a Washington topic in here. All right.
Commando.
Yeah, we gotta do it. All right, y'all. We gotta go to our last commercial break. We gotta talk about this, y'all. All right. So see y'all when we come back.
This is Kevo.
My name is Tyrone.
This is Coach Coons, and you're watching
Refuse to Lose podcast.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm ready to win. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm ready to win, yeah. Refuse.
All right, y'all. Javon God, Banchero, Paola, right, against right in this league right here in Seattle, got embarrassed. But we want to talk about one thing though. We want to talk about is he like his rookie stock. We want to talk about, because there's a lot of talking him in this offseason with him and Donovan Mitchell. So how are y'all with his rookie stock? Like, are y'all going to buy his rookie of the year stock or sell it? Start with you, Javon.
I'm buying it. What you mean am I going to buy it or sell it? You ain't got to ask me. Listen, that was nothing. Those two dudes from Seattle know each other, just balling. You know what I'm saying? If you watch the game, then you will see that Paolo was the one that went to go check him, and he ain't checked Paolo until the end of the game. So the thing is, every time he got the ball, they was doubling, tripling. Like, come on now. So But the thing is, when I watch Paolo play, man, like it's not just about his offensive game because he can do it all on offense. But the dude got a passing ability like LeBron to me. Like he can pass and he wants to pass. You know what I mean? Like he's not the type of guy that he just want to cook you and dog you. He'll dog you, like back you down just to pass the ball to his man. Like and he see the play happening. And he's a competitor. Like he go at you. Like when he played 2 games in the summer league. He played against the number 2 pick, dogged him. He played against the number 4 pick. He ain't dogged him like as bad as the first guy, but he got dogged too. And he ain't had to play no more. So I believe he will be rookie of the year. You know, he gonna get the minutes and he gonna have the touches. We got good players around him. Young players that can put the ball in the basket, and with his passing ability and posting ability, shooting ability, ball handling ability, he's definitely I'm buying that stock.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. I don't want, I ain't trying to boost no Magic fans up, but like the kid can play. Like he said, like even watching him, like he got a back to the basket game where he can pass out. He passed good out of double teams and stuff back to the basket. So, and you don't see it's red because he's not like LeBron James. As far as like, he's like a true big to me, like a true power forward at least. I don't consider him a small forward. I consider his game more of like a power forward game. He ain't that great with his handle, but the only person I can see challenging him for Rookie of the Year is your guy, Joe Murray, Keegan Murray. That's the only guy. I don't see Chet. I know they was hyping him up. I seen enough. Like he better than what I thought, but I seen enough. I think Paolo is gonna be hands down him. I like the kid out of Houston, but I think it's gonna take him a couple years to get acclimated. Like I don't know. He too timid to me. I don't know. He need to shoot the ball more. He need to do a little bit more. But with Paolo, I think he's gonna get a lot of touches, a lot of minutes. Like they're gonna make him the guy in Orlando. I mean, you can see already he's the guy. He's the man in Orlando. And with these other players, it's gonna be tough for them to do that. That's why maybe your guy Keegan Murray can do it. I mean, he was doing that in the summer league, but is he gonna get all them touches when he go back to playing with Fox and what's the guard name? Mitchell.
Bonus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Paolo gonna have it hands down. Sabonis the guy. Unless the Magic put their star player Jonathan Isaac in. I know they've been waiting for him for years.
He played a 3.
No, it's not. They told me he was the next LeBron James.
Oh nah, cut it out.
I ain't seen it yet.
Cut it out.
Well, he probably the best LeBron James off the court. You know what I mean? Standing for stuff. So that's probably what they're talking about. But I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna buy it. Even though Keegan Murray won Summer League MVP, but like you said, he's not gonna get as much touches as Paolo. And Paolo is NBA ready. When I say NBA ready, so is Keegan Murray, but their roles will be different. NBA ready. Like he's like IQ. Playing off the ball, like playing with us, playing off of Fox and Sabonis. Sabonis is a passing big, so he'll be great with him, and he is a great shooter. But Paolo is give me the ball, I can make a play type person. Like when I watched them go head to head, statistically, Keegan Murray was better, but Paolo was better. Like I called Javon afterward, I was like, your guy's ready. I was like, your guy's way better than Keegan Murray right now. So I'm gonna go him. And I know people saying Jaden Ivey in the comments. No, because his point guard's gonna have the ball most of the time, So I don't think Ivy's gonna get the touches that he needs to win Rookie of the Year, So I'm going to stick with Paolo. I want to stick with Paolo. All right. Any rebuttals? We good?
Yeah. I know what's up. We got us a guy down there.
Y'all do though. I'll give you that. Y'all do.
So,
all right, y'all. All right, let's go to our last topic. So look, y'all. James Harden, man. Let's talk about him. The video came out. He getting strapped by Scotty Barnes, and we want to know: we gonna see the same James Harden from last year, or is he gonna be that guy that Embiid needs to make that deep playoff run? Talk to me, J-Mo. We got J-Mo on the set, by the way. NBA Analyst of the Year.
What's up, bro? Glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? Represent. See the hat, man. So look, as far as this play that you just showed, I feel like, you know, it was a regular play. I mean, he definitely got strapped. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to downplay it. The worst part about it is he tried to pass the ball for a quick catch and shoot and got it back and then got strapped again. Like, that's the worst part about it to me. But, like, that goes to show, Joe, like, even when we talk, bro, like, I always say Harden does not have a mid-range game. And Scotty Barnes with his length was on him for the step-back three. And all the help defense is in the paint, so he couldn't go Euro step. So he either got to rise up and shoot, stop on a dime, do something. He don't have a mid-range game. So, I mean, I don't know how people are looking deep into it like that. But, you know, that if you want to, that's what I saw. You know what I'm saying? And that probably goes into some of his playoff success too. Like, you know, with the way defenses are in the playoffs, mid-range game is what's best most of the time. But yeah, that's what I saw about that play. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched a lot of the other footage, and Scotty Barnes wasn't checking him a lot on the footage that I saw. But I mean, Harden wasn't doing too much scoring out there. He was just passing the ball, running the offense and stuff. So that's what on the other footage. I was hoping to see, you know, some other buckets on Scotty Barnes resurface somewhere, but they never came up. But next year, I think so if we were to flip the switch and just like run, like not run through, but make it to the finals, like I wouldn't be surprised because like a lot of other teams, we're like right there. You know, I'm expecting a huge jump from Tyrese Maxey this year. You know what I'm saying? Tobias Harris pretty much peaked out, so he's good where he's at. And because we got a couple more specialists around us, we got PJ Tucker and DeAnthony Melton. I think DeAnthony Melton is going to be huge for us this year, by the way. Embiid, is he going to get hurt is the biggest question for me with this guy because, like, I mean, he's ready. I can clearly see that he's ready. He just got hurt like 2 years in a row. So as far as James Harden goes, though, James Harden, like, he's not that far off to me. I think it's all mental, really. Like, I mean, of course, like, he's going to get in better shape this year. He already look in better shape as far as his body and stuff, but he just need to get more aggressive. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He just be looking like he only want right now. I just want to pass. Can somebody cut, please? Like, every time you come down the floor, they have to think, all right, I think he about to get a bucket. Like, he has to have. I can average 30 if I want to, y'all. I'm just running the offense. Like, that's the way it needs to be. So, like, he just had to keep that aggression. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't too many people that can stop him one-on-one. And, you know, with the new additions we have on our team and the jump from Maxey that I'm expecting, it's not going to be too much double teaming you're going to be able to do on James Harden. So I'm looking forward to next year. You know, I'm looking forward to running it back with Doc Rivers as well. But, yeah, he got strapped for sure by Scotty Barnes.
Sure. Yeah.
All right,
yeah, I definitely think, as far as the play, for me, it's just one play. They're not showing all the highlights he had or nothing. So I'm like, man. And then people like Scotty Barnes got defense. Yeah. So that's all I take from it. It's one play. Who knows? Now J-Mo said he watched the game and he didn't really see him scoring Scotty Barnes. So that's not a good look either. But it is just one play. So I ain't gonna take nothing from that. Now, as far as how they're gonna be next year, I do think he's gonna be better. But the reason I think the whole team gonna be better, and it's because of one player. And when I say the player, people gonna be like, what? What is he gonna do? But like I said, people don't account for like locker room stuff. PJ Tucker gonna hold a lot of people accountable in the locker room. Ain't gonna be none of that. Oh, let's go play. Oh, we lost by this. All right, now let's go party. Or I don't care. It's either gonna be fights. Somebody gonna be fighting, or they're gonna break the team or blow the team up. But he's gonna hold a lot of people, even Embiid, he's gonna hold them accountable. Like, you the man. Like, come on, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. So PJ Tucker is the X factor for me, not his play on the court. Even though his play on the court gonna be good too, but off the court too. Even with the coach, he's just gonna hold everybody accountable. Don't let this person get away with this. You got be more with this. Like, so I think Harden gonna have a better year. I think his numbers gonna be pretty much similar, maybe 22 points a game, around 8 or 9 assists, but it's gonna look better. And I think they're gonna go further in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And PJ Tucker shoe game fire.
It is though. Him and Harden like real close. So like with the play, it's showing us that Harden ain't as quick as he used to be. Basically, you know, he's not as quick as he used to be. So he lost a step.
Act like Scotty Barnes ain't defended like a mug, and he athletic and he longer.
I don't know, man. When I watch it, it looks.
Can't base his quickness off that play against Scotty Barnes.
Hey Javon, did that look slow to me? So do you? Or I don't know. I'm tripping. That replay. I mean, I can pull it up. We can watch it again.
Scotty Barnes.
I mean,
though. Like,
look how slow this is. I can check that. I can guard that. Look at this. He was doing. Look how slow that is, y'all. Come on, really? James Harden is quicker than that. So like. He lost a step.
That help defense back there, bro. Run full speed into the help defense.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna defend my man.
He's not as explosive.
Yeah, he's not as explosive. Of course I'm hyping it. I can guard that. I probably can guard that. But my whole thing is, I do think he can't average 22 again for them to make a deep playoff run. He got to do more than that. J-Mo, you scare me. You said that he was looking for it. Like, this is an off-season game, right? Like, he's not even being aggressive in this. Like, he over here looking for the assist, and that's how he was. So, but one thing they did with their roster that's going to help them out, they brought in 2 3-and-D guys. Me and J-Mo talked about this. They ain't got nobody for real who's 3-and-D. They either got shooters that couldn't play defense, or they had defenders that couldn't shoot. So now they added 2 3-and-D guys, and both of them played with Harden before in the past, so that's going to spread that flow out. Because y'all watched that Miami series, all they did was pack out the paint. They treat him like Giannis for real. Yeah. They packed the paint, and they sagged off everybody else, you know? So I think that he has to average somewhere like 24, 25 a game for them to go to the next level. But in the playoffs, he might have to average like 25. I'm sorry, in the playoffs. If he averaging 22 again, they're not making no deep playoff run. Point blank. Because who says that MB's not gonna get hurt again, or we might need Harden to step up? And every season, every playoff year, besides the bubble, MB got hurt. And if MB didn't get hurt, it was Ben Simmons in the bubble, right? So every year they got hit with some significant injury, and someone had to do more than normal. And James Harden, his game style is not fit for the playoffs. Like James said, you gotta be able to shoot mid-range jumpers, which he don't do in the playoffs. It's either a floater, layup, dunk, or a step back three. So, but with those shooters that they added, that's gonna help him out a lot.
Yeah, I think James Harden definitely going to come back next year a lot better. From what I'm seeing him doing, like changing his contract, the things that he's saying in these interviews and things, like he's showing that he trying to get him a ring. And I feel like last year, he saw how Embiid was playing, how Maxey was playing, even Tobias Harris. I can say that he was trying to get it in. I do think that he did lose some explosiveness, but I think that he can still get his buckets because he can still use his body and things like that. He's got to get back to doing that. I think that even if he do average 22, I think that's cool. I think the difference will have to really be is he's gonna have to be able to win them games, like take over and win and be the guy that wins the game. And he don't have to drop 30 to do that. He can have a 23-point game with 16 assists or something like that. He just has. I just think he has to be able to take over, like just take over in some way. Like if you're gonna drop 30, do that. If you're gonna just take over and control the pace and just do that, but you can't just be out there being a regular one, because you're not a regular one. You're James Harden. Like you're not CP3. CP3 can go out there and just get 16 assists and average 12 points and get 12 points. It's like, all right, that's CP. No, Harden, you can no. You need to be dropping some buckets too.
All right, that's why they got you over there.
Exactly. So Maxey stepped up a lot, but he can't be the second best player for them to make that run that they need. I like the additions. Definitely PJ Tucker, Daniel House. I like both of those guys. But Embiid definitely got to stay healthy, but I think Harden will come back better. A full offseason, no injuries, things like that. I think he will come back better, and they're going to make a better run this year. Barring injuries of your boy Embiid.
Man. Hey, Joe, before you go, also I want you to add what you told me about, they got rid of Simmons for a reason and got Harden, and basically the same thing. Talk about that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I probably can't remember exactly what I said, but just from
shooting,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we did all of that to get Ben Simmons out of there, got Harden, and we literally lost for like the same reason, because the person with the ball wasn't being aggressive. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I like I said, I didn't say it, but I'm saying it now. I'm not betting my money on it, because every year it's something with us. Like something unusual. Like Embiid got elbowed in the face. Like we up 30, he got elbowed in the face. You know what I'm saying? Then Ben Simmons just don't want to play. Like, come on, you don't want to play? Like, this is it's always some crazy stuff. So, like, I feel like it's because there's no other team out there that's really terrifies me. Like in the East, there's no team that terrifies me. The only team that would have terrified me was Brooklyn. I'm not gonna lie, because when they made that trade, I thought that when they got healthy, they was gonna be crazy. Yeah. But there's no team that terrifies me really, especially with Embiid, because Embiid is a matchup nightmare. So, like, I think, like, I'm looking forward to next year. I won't be surprised if something crazy happens and we lose. I don't mind losing, man. I just like to lose respectably. Like, I don't like to lose because of what we did. Somebody got to really beat us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm waiting for. But it seemed like, I mean, I might be looking at it from a non-objective way because I'm a fan, but it seemed like we beat ourselves every single time.
Yeah, I see that. It's always like coaching. It's sometimes like, I think last year a lot to do with our personnel too. That personnel just wasn't a good fit in the playoffs for Harden. That's how I look at it. They ain't had enough shooters around him.
Yeah. It's good. One good thing though is Harden's balling. Like, he's actually out there hooping. So last year he was hurt, so he probably couldn't do a lot of that, just regular pickup ball. And that's really when you get in your bag. So I think he's gonna come back and he gonna be nice.
Same here. I do too.
Yes, sir.
All right, J-Mo, appreciate you for coming on and tagging on with this topic. We'll catch you next time.
No question. Hey, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay safe and refuse to lose.
Let's get it. All right, y'all. Let's get these last words in. We're gonna end it. All right, we're gonna start with you, Jerron, then you, Devin. You're gonna close it out.
Thanks for having me, man, for the first new show, new format. I enjoyed the commercials. It was nice. I was sitting here like you was like, you can walk away. I said, no, I'm watching this. But I got rep my squad. Orlando Magic, Paola, he coming through, rookie of the year. We might make the playoffs. You never know really, because we got some talent, but just need a guy. Pittsburgh, I'm not liking what I'm hearing about my quarterback situation, but that's just training camp. Once I see what happens in preseason and then in the season, then I'll really get an idea. So, but let's go Steelers. Let's see what we can do post-Ben era.
All right, fellas, everybody who watching the show, thank you for tuning in. Man, want to rep my squads too, but it's been a tragic years for us. First I'd like to thank Bradley Beal for at least standing another year so I could keep the jersey. All right, that's the one thing. While I got this platform, I just want to ask, if you watching this right now, Juan Soto with the Nationals, would you please stay? Please don't leave us, because we're going to have nothing. So if you watching, stay here. Outside of that, love the new format, love seeing all the cameos, all the guys. Everybody did their thing. I saw you there, Jamal. I saw you. Yeah, my dog made it. So I appreciate you for having me, Joe. Let's get it.
All right, cool. Yeah, thank y'all for coming on, kicking us off with this new format. So that's all we got for y'all today, and we'll see y'all in the next episode. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, And also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.